Hey guys, John Man here with Deck of the Month for April, and it's Batteryman, and just so you know, it's not the OTK based version, nor is it centered on OTKing right away, but if the cards are available and you have the opportunity, it actually can OTK with a good high success rate, just so you know. So first monster we go is Batteryman D, which is D for defense, because he has 1900 defense automatically right off the bat for a level 1 monster. He has 1900, and his effect is actually not bad, which is while his card's face up on the field, your side of the field, your opponent cannot select a thunder type monster you control as an attack target except for this guy. Even if you have 2 copies or even 3 copies, your opponent can still attack one of these because it doesn't have the same type of wording like Dupe Frog does. If you check the wording real carefully, you notice that your opponent can still select, even if you have 2 of these on the field, one is an attack target, except for the other thunder type monsters you control. Trust me, I've checked it, and sadly the wording is different. But otherwise, 1900 defense will still give you a lot of time to get your cards together. Or not a lot of time, but it'll give you time at least for sure to set up your plays. Next, 3 Batteryman Micro-Cell. This has a flip effect like Gridkeeper Spy, which is special summon 1 level 4 or lower Batteryman monster from your deck, except for this guy. So, sadly, but it makes sense so. And after this card has been flipped face up, when it is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. So automatically he replaces himself with another monster, and you get a draw card. So technically he is actually a +1, and a great one at that. And also, you actually have a total of 6 targets, because he cannot target himself, so you only have 6 targets, but it's okay because, I mean, you're actually going to draw a card, so you're actually getting like a 2 for 1, really nice. 1 Wattfox, a little piece of tech. Well, I actually have 4 other monsters that are kind of tech, but still. If this card is destroyed by opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, your opponent cannot special summon monsters, or a monster. They cannot activate spell traps, spell trap card effects, or monster card effects for the rest of this turn, which is nice, because you can even suicide this monster, and then it cannot Gores, Treg, Godia, Battle Fader, then it can't use Effect Vader. Actually, you have to use that during the main phase, but still. I mean, really good card. You can't even use DD Crow on you, and it's free for you to do whatever you want for the rest of the turn. Even if they do it on their turn, still that gives you time to do certain card effects, you know, just when you want to. So, and he's a tuner, which plays into effect a little bit later. Next, 3 Batteryman AA. I'll just give you the gist of his effect because it's actually kind of long, both effects. But if all your Batteryman AAs are in defense, they gain 1,000 defense points for each one, and if they're all in attack, they all gain 1,000. So in short, all these are in attack, each one gets 1,000, including for itself. So you have, if you have 1, it's 1, if you have 2, it's 2, if you have 3, it's 3,000. Simple as that, and that's for each one. So, simply said, you can have 3 monsters at level 3 with 0 defense and 300,000 attack, or the opposite way around where it's level 3 with 0 attack but 3,000 defense. And essentially you actually want to get this guy out, play a short circuit, and go for game. That's pretty much, you know, that's the end of it pretty much. Next piece of monster tech is Rai-Mei. I may be saying that wrong, hopefully I'm not. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 2 or lower light monster from your deck to your hand, which you actually have a total of 7 targets. And that's D, Micro-Cell, and Wattfox. And Micro-Cell gets you D, which thins the deck as well. So you usually want to get Micro-Cell or Wattfox with this. Usually Micro-Cell though, unless you don't need to use it. One copy of Honest. Honestly, like, did you not expect it being here? I mean, you're playing all light monsters in the deck, so why not? I mean, you know what Honest does, or you should know what Honest does, which is if you are during your damage step, you can drop this guy and increase the attack of your monster by the same attack as the monster that you are battling. And as long as you're using this on a light monster, which is the only way to do it, you're pretty much going to win. 1 DD Warrior Lady. Now this is tech for a good reason, because in game 1 your opponent's not going to expect it, and if you keep it in game 2, your opponent may be more cautious at attacking your face down monsters because you kind of do set a little bit if you count D and Micro-Cell and your Wattfox. So it keeps your opponent kind of cautious as to what they may attack into, and they're going to probably using no man cross out, but it's okay. So if they're more cautious and don't attack, it allows you to set up and tribute the monsters that you want to. For this guy, Batteryman Charger. Now this guy has an effect which is when he's a normal summon, you can special summon one Batteryman monster except himself, another copy, from your hand or deck, which is good because it allows you to have his effect, a secondary effect, make him very big, which is this card gains 3,000 attack and defense for each Thunder type monster you control. So with his effect, even if he's by himself, he will at least have 21, and with more, you can get him up to actually 3,300 attack points and 2,700 defense points. Makes him very big and very darn scary. Another last piece of monster tech is Soul of Purity and Light. This card can only be special summoned by removing 2 light monsters from your graveyard from play. Now since it says this card can only be special summoned, means you can actually use Monster Reborn and call the Haunted on it as long as it's not been removed from the graveyard after it was properly special summoned. So if you remove 2 and your opponent's Solemn Warnings or Judgments this, or no wait, I think you have to Judgment it. No, wait. Either one, yeah, Judgment or Warning, then you can't do it because its summon's been negated. But otherwise, if it's remains face up on the field, all monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack during their battle phase. So it's actually not bad. Protects the other monsters, and it's a free special summon and 2,000 meter. Next we have 2 Batteryman Fuse Cell, which is technically the Cyber Dragon for the deck, but kind of different, because it says if you control 2 or more face-up Batteryman monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and once per turn, nice effect here, it also says, once per turn you contribute 1 Batteryman monster, except this card, to select one card your opponent controls and return it to its owner's hand. So you can actually get around Stardust when you are ready to activate your Short Circuit, or get around Necro Valley, or Royal Decree. It doesn't matter as long as you have another Batteryman monster in this guy. And last monsters are Batteryman Industrial Strength. This card cannot be normal summon or set. This card can only be special summoned, or it cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Now when it says except, that means you can't even use Monster Reborn or whatever to special summon this guy. So just so you know that. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Thunder type monster from your graveyard to destroy 1 monster and 1 Spiral Trap card on the field. Really nice, and he's 2,600 attack, so it makes him kind of scary. Attack over Stardust and uses his second effect, which is really nice. Now for the spells, we have Light of Redemption. Pay 800 life points, add one removed from play light monsters to your hand. Really nice actually if you pay attention to the cards I've shown you recently. Recycling Batteries, add 2 Thunder type monsters with 1,500 less attack to your hand from your graveyard. 2 Battery Chargers, which is if you pay 500 life points, you can special summon 1 monster with Batteryman and its card name from your graveyard, which is nice. 1 Monster Reborn, obviously. And if you special summon 1 monster with 1,500 or less attack, and your opponent has a face-up monster on their side of the field, you can activate this bad boy, Inferno Reckless Summon. And both you and your opponent can then special summon 1 monster, or the monster that you special summon with 1,500 or less attack points, you can special summon as many monsters from your hand, deck, or graveyard to your side of the field with the same name, and your opponent selects 1 monster they control that's already face up when you activate this from their hand, deck, or graveyard as well, as long as they have, whatever number of copies they have. And then it allows you to activate Short Circuit easier because you want to do this on AA when you special summon it. And since it says also activate only when you special summon 1 monster, cannot be 2, just so you know that. So if you use Rescue Cat and summoned Sea Koala, you cannot do it because you special summon 2 at the same time, not 1, just so you know that. This says right here, activate only if you control 3 or more Batteryman monsters. Destroy all cards that your opponent controls. And this actually is replacing one of the Dark Holes I would normally play. One Giant Trunade when you go for a game. Now into the traps. Limit Reverse. This allows you to activate Inferno Reckless Summon when you summon your AA, or when you summon through Charger or whatever. Portable Battery Pack. This is nice because it allows you to select 2 Batteryman monsters and special summon them from your graveyard. If one's removed, the other one stays on the field, but if both are removed, this card's destroyed. Or if this is destroyed just by like MST, then both monsters go. Trap Stun, you go for game. Dust Tornado, Trap 8, or Spell Trap 8. And Dimensional Prison for a little monster hit, as well as 2 bottomless Trap Holes as well. And real quickly for the extra deck, we got Watt Chimera and Watt Hydra. Since you're using Wattfox and he's a tuner, you can summon these guys, because all they say for their non-tuner monsters is to be Thunder type. As long as the non-tuners are Thunder type, you can summon these 2 bad boys. So that's pretty much it, guys. Deck's cheap, pretty cheap actually, considering everything's pretty much common or rare, except for Live Redemption and the Synchros. Everything's pretty much easy to get, and just gotta find it. And it's quite competitive, to be honest, but more for the local scene. So that's pretty much it, guys, and peace out.